In this video, I'm going to share with you the most powerful technique you can apply for attracting love, at least that I've seen that I know works very powerfully. I'm going to show you exactly how to apply that in this video. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you that most powerful technique you can apply towards attracting love and relationships, and the information in this video is coming from that of the event that I'm at right now, which is called A Date with Destiny, and it's by Tony Robbins. It's a 6-day event here in Palm Beach, Florida. I'm here with my buddy Victor Oddo, and we are at this transformational workshop, 6-day event. They're very long days. Sometimes they go from 11 in the morning, which I know doesn't seem that bad, but till like 1:32, 3 in the morning. And they are very intensive. You get up and you jump around like every 15-20 minutes to get into state. And then what you do is after that, you do a lot of exercises, a lot of workshops. And the primary focus of the whole entire workshop is to get into a new version of yourself in a way. It's to change your beliefs, your values, your rules about life and happiness. And when you change it and you rewire yourself, you then experience a new reality. Now, one of the most popular nights is relationship night, which is night number 4. And in it, he said something that I found very powerful. Something that I've also noticed many people use this unconsciously to attract love into their life. And I've seen it because I've been making videos on YouTube for like 3 years now, so I know how powerful this is. And it's something that I look back on, I see that I've used this as well. Now, this is the technique and this is what you do. So normally the way people go about law of attraction, manifestation, is they focus on what they want to attract. They focus on attracting someone like this with this certain quality into their life. But the thing that a lot of people miss is something that is called outer intention, which means that actually comes from a book called Reality Transurfing, which is a very powerful manifestation book. It's mainly a book on how reality works. It's written by a quantum physicist in Russia named Vadim Zeland. There's a premise in there, a technique that is called outer intention. And what I realized is this technique that Tony Robbins talks about is outer intention, and there's a lot of people that have gone to this seminar and then met the love of their life and used this kind of technology, I guess you could say. They say that it's called the technology, but it's also outer intention. They don't even know it. Now there's inner intention, which is the intentions that we have to create our life. When we say, I want that. My intention is to become more successful. My intention is to become more successful so that I can feel more free. My intention is to attract love into my life so that I can feel more passionate. Now the thing is what most people miss is this thing called outer intention, which is the intention of not just us, but of other people. So if we can align our intention to the outer intention of ourselves, which in the way is other people's intention, we then align ourselves with a win-win scenario. Now, for example, you may have heard my story before, so I'm sorry if I mentioned this and you're like, man, I heard that story a long time ago, you ever seen it again? It's the story of how I attracted the house I used to have. The house that I lived at for over a year, I went to go get it. It was a certain amount per month. I wanted it, I saw it, and what happened was I was one of 4 other people, so I was 5 total, that were competing for that house. We all put in rental applications, and I thought, I gotta do something so that I stand out. And because I really wanted that house. I looked at all the other houses that were available in Vegas, not all of them, but I looked at many of them, and none of them really were that were as nice. So okay, this is what I want. So what I did is I looked at it, I thought to myself and realized I was thinking about it too much. It's like, I really want this house, oh my goodness. I was imagining myself in it. So what I did is I started to create from outer intention. I realized, what do the owners want in somebody to live there? I wasn't buying it, I was just living there for a year. So I said, this is what they're gonna want. They asked for something weird. They asked for photos of the house I was currently living in. Even though the house that I was gonna rent from them was unfurnished, they still wanted photos. So I was like, okay. And they said that sometimes they'll do that if they wanna know like the tenant is clean. I was like, well, I'm a clean person anyways. So, and I was living in like a really nice model house at the time with some friends, and I was like, okay, I need to get my own place. So I took photos of all of it, and it was all very clean. I sent them the photos, and I let them know that and then I sent them the photos, but this is what I did as well. I sent them a letter that said, hey, you have a beautiful house and I really like it. I would love to live there, and I would take really great care of it. I don't have any pets, I don't have any kids, so I work a lot as well, so I work from home and I travel a lot, blah, blah, blah. And it aligned with their inner intention. That's what they would want in a tenant. So by languaging it in that way, it then was a no-brainer for them, and they said, okay. Oh, and at the time as well, there was something that was falling off my credit from like forever ago. So I did not have as good credit as 4 other people. I'm sure that some of them had better credit than me, even though I was making good money. And so there was that kind of aspect to it, but I didn't focus on that. So instead what I did is I focused on that. How could that add value? Here's something else I did too. I imagined that that house wanted me to live there. Okay, I know that sounds really weird. It's like I gave the house a personality almost. I gave it a name, Carl. I'm just kidding, I didn't give it a name. I just said, this is, I said that I'll be able to do a lot of consciousness work in this house. I'll be able to help a lot of people with like this cool background, and I'll feel so confident in, you know, in high energy to make videos, so it's gonna serve more than just me. So I focused on that. That's called outer intention. And because of that, I remember got the call, you got the house. And I was like, great, amazing. And I lived in that house for a little over a year and 2 months. Once again, after a year, they said, okay. And I said, hey, can I stay an extra 2 or 3 months because I'm getting ready to travel, and my rent was up in August, but I wanted to leave in the end of September, so I needed 2 more months. They said, no, sorry, they want to really rent it out in August, so they don't want, you know, they don't want to, you know, let it go in September because it'll be harder to rent. So once again, I used the same type of thing. I sent them a letter. I said, listen, I want to travel and do this. It would really mean a lot to me if you did this. I've been such a good like tenant and stuff. I like did everything right. The house is like sparkling clean, and I language it in a certain way. I gave them a little bit more money. I said, hey, how about instead of this much per month, I give you this much per month. And I said, how about this? If you want to really rent it out, what you can do is for the last 2 weeks I lived there, you can show the house. So then it's like, well, there's no lose because you could show the house for 2 weeks and you'll have pictures with some of my really nice furniture. So it'd be a win-win. So that worked as well. So, and you also gotta be persistent. You know, I'm persistent with what I want, I'm clear. Now, here's how you use it with attracting love in a relationship. So this is what you do. You write down the qualities of the kind of person you want to be in a relationship with. The qualities. Not necessarily, oh, they're gonna be like, you know, this height, this hair color, this eye color. It's about the qualities, the emotions you will feel. So it could be, I want someone that's honest, that's open, that really cares about me, can read me really well, that has very good energy, that's doing what they're passionate about for a living. I want someone else to like join with me to do our passion together. Or it's, you know, I want to eventually raise children. All of these things. You put down the qualities of what you would want in someone else, and then this is what you do. You pay attention to what the qualities would be in that type of person that they would want in someone. You see, this makes what makes it a little bit different. So you imagine the qualities that you would want, but also what are the qualities that that kind of person would want in someone else? So maybe you're like, well, this kind of person that I'm imagining right now doesn't have to be a certain look or color or anything. I imagine they would want someone that's passionate, somebody that's really going for things in life, that's focused, that's clear, that's decisive. You then focus on what they would want, and then what you do, that's Victor Oddo right there. Say hi, Vic.
Hi.
You guys like his hat? He's very excited about that hat. He got that hat yesterday. He woke up today, came out of his room, he's like, I woke up. What'd you say?
I slept in the hat.
I slept in the hat. That's yeah, pretty cool. It's a cool hat. It's the hat that Tony has at this conference. We booked this other seminar and he gave us it. Anyways, side note. Okay, so you pay attention to the qualities that they would want, and then what you do is you become that person. You become the most attractive person. You become somebody that's on your purpose. You become somebody that's doing what you're passionate about. And by having that focus and really loving yourself 100%, guess what? Other people will love you as well. This has to be something you commit to yourself, of you being the ideal version of yourself. And when you love yourself, other people will then love you. But if you want to attract someone else into your life, don't focus on attracting them into your life and them being like, you know, you being the cameo in their movie and them coming around and going, yes, I shall spare you some of my time. I shall give you some of my time. You have attracted me into your life. No, Instead, what you do is you realize you're the star of your movie. And because you're the star of the movie and you're living in your own gravity, what happens is that then you will attract people that resonate with that. However, the key to this is knowing that you must become the kind of person that other people want to be with. You must look at those qualities and say, what kind of person would they be attracted to? And then become that version. Then it's a win-win. You're being the most authentic version of yourself. They're naturally attracted to you because that's the kind of qualities they're attracted to, and then it's a win-win. This really does work. I think I've seen other people use this manifestation technique before, but the way that Tony laid it out also just made total sense in the way that attraction works as well, because people are attracted to a certain type of person, and it's not like you're becoming that kind of person because then you attract them. Understand, all relationships are means anyways. They are means. They are means to an end emotion. If you want some type of relationship, then you might want it because you want security, because you want the compassion. You want to feel connection and love. You see, so it's a means. But if you give yourself those emotions, guess what? Those things will people will feel that off of you anyways. Now, something else that I have is read the comments in this meditation. It's the most powerful meditation for attracting love in relationships. There have been so many people that have attracted love in relationships because of this meditation, and it has over, just read the comments to see. You'll see testimonial after testimonial. It's a free YouTube video. Listen to it for 21 days. Watch how your life begins to change. Read the comments to see how many other people have done it. What it does is it helps you to link up your energy field to the vibration of love, and you go deep into your subconscious mind to believe that it can happen for you. So that's the key to this process. That's exactly what you do. Listen to that meditation, watch what happens. With that being said, as always, peace, much love, and namaste.